Hello everyone. ET is in touch. And today the news block of those phones that impressed me. Kuzmi, are you serious? Here, seriously. I hope that they will impress you too, friends. The block is composed as follows. I'll tell you about the most interesting smartphones. There is a lot of information, so sit down, tune in to the positive and it will definitely tell you everything beautifully. It's true. It's true. If you subscribe to this channel, I am infinitely grateful to you. And if you haven't signed up, well, the opportunity has come to do it. You press the button, and it will be very, very nice for me. And of course, slap a like on this video. The first smartphone that impressed me was the Honor Magic 5 Pro. Indeed, these are 5 ways to beat Xiaomi. And earlier, you remember, friends, Honora was on Karen and some did not like it, although in general the phones were very, very cool. Well, the Honor company has essentially changed its shoes. It has made a completely different concept of a smartphone, and let me tell you about it today. First they were introduced in China, and now friends are already represented on the international market. We are waiting, friends, for answers from the officials when they appear on our market. In terms of appearance, this is something new. On the one hand, the features of the continuation of the previous line are visible, but on the other hand, friends, this is a completely new concept. If we talk about the design of the rear camera, it includes a block of 3 cameras. All of these cameras are framed in a so-called circle. Most of all, I was surprised by the version of Magic 5 Ultimate, which became a wine for design development, but of course from the point of view of the company itself. In my opinion, the phone looks very stylish, very brutal. The skin is perfectly integrated into the overall design of the smartphone. The phone looks new. Before, friends, I have not seen such solutions. But by the way, write in the comments how you like this option. From the point of view of hardware, the screen is 673 inches. This is an OLED screen in LTP with, of course, a good resolution of 1224 by 2688, 120 Hz purity updates. Here we can conclude that the screen has no disadvantages. As for the diagonal size, it is absolutely standard for Chinese smartphones. If we talk about the Pro version and the Ultimate version, of course the best, then here the screen is a little more than 681 inches. This is also an ALIA matrix 1312 by 2848, that is, a much better resolution, adaptive refresh rate from 1 to 120 Hz, and this is of course LTI-PiO. The screen scored 151 points in the test of the authoritative DxOMark, which made it, friends, for a moment, the best smartphone in the world, and it was able to overtake even the iPhone 14 Pro. All these 3 screens support the highest PWM frequency, dimming, that is, the same snakes and PWM. All this means only one thing: your eyes will not suffer from shim. Let me remind you that the actions of the PWM are obvious when it is in darkened mode. It's nice that companies are developing in this regard and trying to take care of our health. It is worth noting that the 5 Magic is also equipped with curved non-crystalline glass, which increases the resistance to falling tenfold. By the way, very soon I will tell you about the new OnePlus 11 Pro, and it was tested for strength. In terms of performance, this is an absolutely top-end solution. The standard Snapdragon 8 of the 2nd generation, the performance is absolutely in space. This bundle helps optimize performance and power consumption that was previously unavailable, and takes performance and power consumption to a new level. All Honor Magic 5 series are equipped with a high-performance combination of LP5X and UFC 4.0 memory. In terms of performance, the company has not been stingy and has provided us with the best features that can only be. I want to remind you that this company used to produce processors of its own production under the name Karen. But now they have changed their shoes, so to speak, stepped over the sanctions, and now they have reached a new top level. Combined with GPS Turbo X technology, the processor provides a higher frame rate with the same configuration, lower heat generation and power consumption due to super scheduling and super frame rate. In simple words, the system adapts to your requests. If you play, then the games are running at maximum and, accordingly, the processor is working at maximum. If you just hang out in social networks, then the processor frequency is a little less, but the processor itself does not strain at all. But the most interesting thing, friends, is a number of innovative solutions. One of them concerns the battery. At the beginning, let's talk about the battery, then I'll actually tell you what the innovation itself is. So, the younger version of Honor Magic 5 has a battery of 5100 mAh, supports fast charging of 66 watts, well, in principle, it would seem, what is so amazing. But the Honor Magic 5 Pro series uses Ori Lake technology. This is the world's first technology and the industry's first silicon carbon negative battery technology. The most interesting thing is that this is the first commercial use of silicon carbon negative battery technology in mobile phones. That is, before it was only available for testing. Now, friends, the whole thing has gone on sale. What is the essence of the technology itself? The density of negative energy is 16% higher than that of a conventional graphite negative battery. In fact, having a capacity of 5100 mAh, it can reach more capacity, while the battery itself is much thinner, which favorably affects the thickness of the smartphone itself. If we talk about charging the Pro version, then here it is standard and is 66 watts, fast wireless charging is 50 watts, and well, the battery is 5450 mAh. Agree, this is very cool for the Pro version. Absolutely maximum battery. The handsome Honor here tried to weaken. Then the cameras. 3 cameras, the main one for 54 megapixels, 50 megapixels are super wide and 32 megapixels, equipped with a light temperature sensor plus a clicker and supports a system with a 50-fold zoom, that is, 32 megapixels is a zoom camera. Now we are talking about the usual version of Honor Magic 5 Pro and Perfect or Ulti and Deshin, a set of 3 cameras, and each of them is 50 megapixels. If we talk about the main camera, then here the matrix area is 1:112, the super high temperature is f1.6, which significantly improves light transmission and image quality. By the way, in the previous videos of the microphone furnace, I explained how important the signature is. There is also a 50 megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera and a 50 megapixel main camera with OR lens and supports a 100-fold magnification. Of course, hybrid plus optics. Innovative technologies have also touched the main camera, let's call it the eagle eye. The essence of this technology is that the focus has become much faster and thanks to artificial intelligence, it can predict the behavior of a character in the frame and set the desired values in advance. This helps with portrait photography and allows you to achieve high shooting speed during night shooting. Honor Magic 5 Pro also took first place in the Dixo mark, scoring 152 points and ahead of Huawei Mate 50 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max. As for the software, here is the Magic OS 7.1 on top of Android. Well, probably the most interesting question concerns the prices. Previously, this company was known for producing a good quality product at quite adequate price tags. It's nice that the tradition does not change, and the phone costs about 44,000 rubles. If this amount is translated into dollars, then about $588. Well, the last question is when it will appear on our market is not yet clear, and if we talk about the Pro version, the price tag starts from $750. In the comments, friends, a small challenge, write how you like this smartphone on a 5-point scale. At the same time, 5 is the highest score, 1 is the lowest score. So, go in the comments.